Good morning. Prosperity every day. Uh, got the wink with us, and it is another amazingly beautiful winter day. Just total whiteout. Gorgeous. Um, so, Julia, Cameron, pain. Very often, pain is what causes us to hit bottom on financial mismanagement. Our behaviors are toxic and cause us suffering. Our denial finally shatters, and we find ourselves begging for spiritual help. We have hit bottom. Yeah, sometimes these messages are seemingly negative, but the actuality on the bottom thing is that it's the most positive thing to happen for any of us. Hit bottom, ask for help, change. Yeah. And for me, it wasn't a distinct singular moment. Um, It was about a 2 to 3 to 4 year process of hitting bottom uh, in workaholism, doing 60, 70, 80 hours consistently a week um, in a work environment that was just battle filled and exhausting. And the upside was it is that it was artistic and there was some beautiful experiences and great, good experiences. However, the cost that came along with those experiences just did not match, um, didn't match up, and the reality was my my awakening was the fact that I wasn't really developing any real relationships. I was helping young people learn how to have very intense, believable, fake relationships, teaching them how to act and putting on these plays and working intensely on a piece of art that literally vaporizes at the final curtain. And, you strike the set, and all the work that went into it is gone. Nothing there. It's not a physical art. It's not a painting. It's not a photography. It's not sculpture. It's not music. I mean, music has a little bit of that element, but if you write it down, then it's a factual, actual thing that can be recreated. And I wasn't writing plays. I was just directing and producing and helping to the design, and all that stuff just disappears. But anyways, the real bottom came when I realized that that's what I was actually doing, was just teaching young people to have fake relationships. And I had no significant relationships in my life. Wasn't living near family members, had nobody living in town, and and I was unsuccessful with creating primary relationships. So friends, lovers or otherwise. And I also just realized that all of my life energy was getting poured into an institution that was going to forget about me on day two, 10, no more than a month out, for the overwhelming majority of the people that I was interacting with in a work environment. And that's the nature of the beast. I was putting my whole life into work, thinking that that's what was of value. And you know, it was a fallacy, one of the biggest fallacies. And so the process of getting out of there was long. It was not a quick, clean move. Um, but I think my real bottom was in Georgia when I was trying to put together a new life with a, old time best friend, and that didn't work out, and for a myriad of reasons. And I decided to move back to Traverse City, and didn't know what to do, didn't know how it was going to work out, but surrendered to it once I had the assurance that my brother Juan was not going to be retiring and moving to frickin' Florida. Like that, I was like, if I move from Florida to Michigan and you move from Michigan to Florida, I'm gonna be pissed. But he gave me an assurance that he and his wife weren't going to do any big major moves for at least 10 years, and it's been 7 years and they haven't. And um, and just yesterday got to play hockey with my brother, and we combined for a goal, which is, extra bonus. Just being in the room and being on the bench and being out on the ice is enough. I mean, and that was one of my primary goals from moving back here was to play hockey with my brother. And, you know, I'm going on 60 and he's 68, and we're playing hockey, and it's fun. I mean, I don't know any other sport that old guys can play, and we're not the oldest guys out there. It's amazing. But you know, and the real surrender started happening when, I got a job in retail, just swallowed my pride, was ashamed to put on a name badge and to be in a public work environment where, I got to suck up to customers again, that customer service thing, and just deal with having bosses that are half my age, as young as my students were, and I got to say yes sir, no sir, and supervisors and managers that were, in their 20s, young 20s, and I got to deal with that, and so a bit of a role reversal, and also the financial. I mean, good God, I started. My initial pay was $13.50 an hour. The funny thing is a few years later, I'm actually making way more money being nice to customers, than I was as a tenured professor, you know, head of the department. Just insanity. And so grateful that it stumbled itself into a, I mean, yesterday was a great day. Super eventful, chill, self healing, and honoring day. And, I don't know what's going to come today, but I'm going to do my best to be prepped for it, and to do this, to do my due, um, do a little reading, do a prayer or two or three, and take a few minutes of meditation, do some healing work, heal the foot, the knuckle, heal the groin, heal the shoulder, heal the wrist, all these little nagging just things. Just do it. And then have a good day. Be prepped for work. Be prepped to handle and properly guide the folks that are having a challenge, and really enjoy the folks that are being happy. There's more of those, which is phenomenal. And that's it. And probably tonight, go have some fun. Go do some go-kart racing. That sounds like a lot of fun. But anyways, I think that's it. And I think there might be a little opportunity brewing here. We'll see how that goes. We'll see. Turn it over. Turn it over. Um, have a great day.